Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. My name is Mystic Powers, and I am here to bring you yet another one. So let's get right on into it. We are channeling the waning crescent moon and Scorpio energies today. I hope everybody out there is staying well balanced, keeping your spiritual boundaries up, and staying connected to the Most High Divine as we move forward in this timeline. Okay, collective. So there is somebody here who is being the great pretender in your story. This person wears many faces, but none of these faces are original to them. This person is doing candle magic on you, divinely guided. So if you were wondering if any magic was being done on you, then yes, this person is lighting candles on you. Whoever this great pretender is in your story is lighting candles on you. They are also using the moon cycles. This person could have Earth highly aspected, or you could be an Earth sign. This person is a false teacher, a false prophet, okay? This person is someone that will mislead you. Excuse me. I have to cut the tape off of this. Okay. This person is becoming quite an athlete because this person is now facing karma and they're trying to run away from it. They are trying to run away from their karmic justice here. Okay, you could be a fire sign, highly aspected, or you could be dealing with a fire sign, highly aspected, okay? You are a fire sign, or you have it highly aspected in your chart, or this is a fire sign doing this against you, and they have it highly aspected in their chart. They will be facing their karmic justice during the Yule season. This is the Yule season, and if you are a fire sign, in this energy, you are going to be going through a passionate rebirth. Wanting all the smoke, someone getting roasted. Okay, so with this fire energy, this is a lot of fire energy. Divinely guided, you are on a path of seeking righteous judgment no matter what, which means you are not going to be compromising with none of these energies. Moving forward, you are seeking righteous judgment with a fiery passion. These people wanted the smoke, and now you are here to roast them like the lobsters they are. Okay? Whoever this person is who is in this great pretender energy, okay? You, divinely guided, are working for the betterment of mankind. Okay? And when I say you are working for the betterment of mankind, I mean, some of us have to make decisions when it comes down to family members. But you, divinely guided, 444 on my timer, you, divinely guided, is someone that is more than willing to push aside the fact that these could be your mothers, your fathers, your brothers, your sisters, your aunties, your uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your cousins. your son and your daughters, you are able and willing to push that fact aside in order to see that karmic justice is served when it comes to these people, because you're making this decision on behalf of not just you, the person that they are currently attacking, but you are making this decision on those people that they have successfully attacked and anybody else that they will come from in the future. A lot of you are being called to become scientists to cure some of these diseases. And a lot of you are being called to step up and heal some of these diseases because, as you know, a lot of us do have healing hands. A lot of you are being guided to become surgeons because of those healing hands. You stand in your morals. You're a trustworthy person, okay? So everything you are doing with pure intentions and a pure heart and out of love. The highest form of love there is. Okay, so there is a mature woman here that is collaborating with this person here, this great pretender. Or this could be the great pretender, the head honcho right here. This mature woman is trying to cast a love spell on you, all right? To soften your heart towards them. This person does not have pure intentions because the Ice Queen is right behind them. So this mature woman right here wants to soften your heart so she can come in and try to love bomb you, emotionally manipulate you into a position to where she feels that she can control you and she can do what she's trying to do. They're lighting candles, didn't I say? We got candles right here. They're using the moon phase. But this woman does not have pure intentions. She does not care for you in the slightest bit, divinely guided. And you can see this. You can start to see people's hearts. You have the ability to read what is in people's heart, regardless of what comes out their mouth. I am reading these cards as they would be in the traditional tarot. So we have the Three of Wands here, okay? This person here, this mature woman, is lighting these candles, doing this love magic, using the moon cycles here to soften your heart. They are planning to do the same thing in the future. They're hoping that it will work so that they can achieve receiving the Nine of Cups, which will enable them to balance out some type of energy here with the Two of Pentacles. This will not work. This person is in their head, worried and concerned. Anxiety, depression, sleepless nights, they can't sleep. Overthinking, they're in fear. They have nightmares and paranoia. This is why they're planning to do this here. They could also be planning to use certain forces to cause mental anguish to you, divinely guided. However, that energy is going to stay exactly where they are. It will not come to you. because this person is facing health concerns. This person is facing poverty. This person is facing a painful transition. When it comes down to some type of foundation or some type of house, they have been doing voodoo and using a voodoo doll against you, Earth Angel. And you will be able to see exactly who is holding this voodoo doll. I know this for sure because last night in my dream, the person who was holding the voodoo doll on me was revealed to me. And I do know who you are. They will be experiencing a painful ending, and some of these people are even facing death. Plain and simple. And that will be karmic justice for this voodoo work that they did on you, Earth Angel. You could be seeing this happen this month, okay? They're trying to keep this hidden here about their dirty deeds and how passionate they were to getting this done against you, divinely guided. But that's not going to work either. Everything is getting ready to be exposed. Okay? You are going to be finding out the truth when it comes down to an emperor that worked with this mature woman here to get this done. This person could be an Aries. You're going to be getting the truth about this Aries and this organization. That is a false prophet here. All right. There is a karmic masculine here that is mentally and emotionally unstable. You already cut ties with this person. You know who this energy is because they were one of the biggest oppositions in this community, this organization that is lighting candles on you using the full moon that has all this animosity for you, who wanted to play to manipulate your chakras. They didn't want you to get and receive downloads and be connected to the Most High Divine because they knew if that happened, the truth will come out. Well, looky here. The truth is coming out, okay? The Queen of Wands is here. I'm picking this up two ways, all right? The Queen of Wands here is one, upright. You could be a Queen of Wands in the upright. You are moving forward passionately in your creativity, okay? But there is also a Queen of Wands within this community here that's been helping to try and achieve this. Now, readers do have a choice to decide what the Jack means. And for me, the Jack is the page. So this would represent the Page of Swords. All right? They could be trying to learn about something when it comes down to giving and receiving. They're either trying to learn, will you receive something, or they're trying to figure out how they could get you to give them something or take something, because the Lovers is in the reverse. But they're doing it without love, okay? They don't have any self-love. They're imbalanced. They bring disharmony, okay? There could be breakup. These people are arguing because they made a bad choice to cause conflict within within your situation. These people, they operate out of their lust and their weak-willed. They also have no protection. They are struggling right now. They're overwhelmed and they're very defensive. This person could have Sagittarius highly aspected, especially in their moon placement. This would be a distorted fire sign. They could be using divination. However, this person has no spiritual gifts. They were taken away to learn something. If they are paying to get readings done, what they are learning is that they indeed will not get the recognition that they were seeking. They will not be getting the Six of Wands, okay? This person could have fire sign, highly aspected Sagittarius. This person is unbalanced and very angry. And here we go again with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands confirming the Six of Wands when it comes down to whoever the Sagittarius is in this organization. They're not getting the recognition that they want. They're not going to be celebrated. They're not going to have fortune and fame. This person is trying to find the strength to bring an offer, okay? This is some type of emotional offer. This person could be an emperor, could be an Aries that is in karmic energy, that is trying to find the strength to come forward with the cup of love, but this is in reverse. So this is telling me that this person has hidden intentions that doesn't equal to love. You, divinely guided, are choosing to close this cycle out. So you do not want to have any relationships with anybody from the past. And I do mean anybody. And that includes soul ties. Because you realize and recognize that these people waged spiritual warfare against you. They caused chaos. They wanted to compete with you secretly. Somebody could have Leo highly aspected in their Saturn placement, all right? You understand that these people took these actions against you very passionately. They were passionate about getting this done, especially when it comes down to the Sagittarius in this reversed energy, who wanted to keep things from you when it came down to this King of Cups and them collaborating with this King of Cups. Now, you will be finding out a secret when it comes down to the Sagittarius and this King of Cups here. When it comes down to this water sign here and this air sign. So there is a mature woman. There is a karmic masculine. There's a water sign. There's a fire sign. There's an emperor. There's a King of Cups and Queen of Cups and an air sign that was working together to lie on the divinely guided and to take divinely guided's passionate new beginning. They will not be successful because divinely guided, you are still manifesting what it is that you want because you are a very honorable person. You stand within your morals. You uphold the law of Ma'at, and you fight for those who uphold the law of Ma'at. You are considering your options, brainstorming, figuring out What are you going to do when you receive this blessing? Because you already know this blessing is coming to you. It's on its way. You are just making sure you commune with the Most High Divine, assuring that you are doing His just work and moving in the right direction, while these people are still trying to use the moon phase to take this away from you. For I don't know why they're still doing this, but you know, they will never learn until the Most High sits them down. And that's exactly what's getting ready to happen. Excuse me, y'all. I had to put my lap crystal in my lap, back in my lap. These people are in fear, so they self-sabotage, and they're avoiding the situation at hand. These people could be very defensive, but so what? We don't care. Be very defensive. What it? How in the heck can you be mad at the own energy that you're projecting? These people are trying to avoid life. They're in an escapism type of energy, so much to the point that they are having unrealistic expectations. So when this person say, hey, okay, I know how I'm going to get this. Remember, unrealistic expectation, karmic. It ain't going to work. All right. Don't think that your love spell is going to be able to work against divinely guided in order for them to compromise. We will not be compromising with you. Sips tea. This person likes to gossip and gossip all day, but none of it is useful and none of it is positive. And people are going to get ready to see. Spider manifestation. You have your web in life. What you see before you is the result of your thoughts. If your current reality does not suit you, then it is time to make changes through conscious manifestation. Your energy can bring in all you desire. So, this card is telling you, if you are not happy with where you're at in life, everything starts with how you think. When I started my spiritual journey, the first thing I had to do was change the way I felt and thought about money and abundance and how I saw it. When I got to a certain point within my spirituality, I no longer saw money as abundance, because to me, money is nothing. That's worldly. You cannot take it with you where you are going when you leave here. But spiritual abundance will always go with you. So I became more into obtaining spiritual abundance over material abundance. So for all you people who are like, oh, she only does this for money. No, I'm not getting paid for any of the readings that I do. I only got paid for a few readings, okay? And when I go to the hospital and do those readings, those nurses give me money when I don't ask for it because of the information I give to them. There's a lot of healing in the hospitals, but there's also a lot of corruption. Buffalo, abundance. Abundance and liberation are finally on the way. It comes to you now to remind you of the amazing manifestation power of gratitude. You will always have plenty when you express gratitude to every part of creation. Okay, divinely guided. So you are manifesting this abundance. It is on its way to you. You are to be thankful and grateful for this abundance now, so that when you get it in humbled nature, you will be able to utilize it the way the Most High Divine meant for you to. Elephant, forgiveness. If you are feeling angry about a past issue, the elephant is asking you to discover the more vulnerable feelings behind that anger. You are being asked to forgive and be gentle with others. So it's very important for the divinely guided to not hold on to any anger, any hatred, and animosity that was dredged up by these karmic energies. When you hold that type of energy, they actually will be able to hold power over you and use that against you. They can even use it to fuel their magic. So it is best that you forgive these energies, because when you forgive these energies, their magic doesn't have the energy needed to succeed. B, productivity. It is time to examine your productivity. Disorganization and indecisiveness may be causing you to miss opportunities. Take a moment to prioritize your goals and get a clear view of how to get where you want to go, and what it is and what it will take to get there. Whew. That was a mouthful, it almost seems like. So, if you have ever watched bees work, it's something to watch a colony of bees. The way a colony of bees operate, humans could really learn from. And as I was speaking in my reading earlier, humans can learn from nature. Now, when bees are concerned, it is well known that if you are a beekeeper and you keep a colony of bees, you are connected to them and they are connected to you the same way we are connected to each other through the Christ conscious grid, right? And say if something happened to you and you was to so be called back to the Heavenly Father, these bees will go to your grave and have their own little service for you, because they know. Could you imagine that? Bees are so amazing. Dolphins, peace. The gentle nature of the dolphin reminds you to look for the good in everyone and strive to bring peace to your life and those around you. Trust your instincts and your intuition rather than overthinking things. Okay, so divinely guided, you already know who to trust and who don't trust. I ain't even gonna elaborate in that card. That's pretty self-explanatory, okay? You already know who's there to maintain peace and who is not. Tiger, patience. You are being reminded that persistence is what is necessary to attain your goals. You need to be patient and trust that the universe will help you through your challenges in divine timing. Success is guaranteed. When I started my journey, patience is something I did not have. Not at all. You tell me I have to wait 1 second and you say, how long I have to wait? You say 1 second. And then I'll be making you feel like 1 second is thousands and thousands of years. It took a lot of work working with the Most High God in order for me to obtain this patience. And I could say today now that I do have this patience. Because I was fighting it down the tooth. Especially when I first started off. And it was revealed to me about what it was that people were trying to take from me. And I was like, no, I want it now. I want it now. I want it now. But I understand that patience had to be had, because if I didn't have that patience, shoo, I probably would just blow through the money and not get what the Most High Divine wants me to get done with it. But I'm very thankful and grateful and humbled that the Most High Divine has done that work within me and has gifted me with that patience, because, if you would have caught up with me 10 years ago, I didn't have none of that patience. There's somebody here that has stabbed you in the back that caused some type of heartache, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, some type of shocking attack. This person wants to come in and offer you an engagement of some form. This could be an engagement in a marriage, a commitment, a partnership, a union, whatever it is. However, divinely guided, we already know that you have closed out cycles. You will not be entering into any partnerships with anybody from the past, no matter if it's business, anything. It is a most definite no, because you know that the Most High Divine is healing your heart right now, healing you from this heartbreak, freeing you from toxic relationships and addictions, and freeing you from toxic family dynamics. The Divine is there pouring love into you while you give yourself unconditional love, self-love, self-care, self-admiration. You are being oneness with yourself. You're giving yourself affection and your self-attraction. And you are being prepared for stability, serenity, growth, endurance, and flexibility. You want to keep all of that great loving that you have to give to yourself. You are being selfish. And you are saying, no, you lost it. That's your fault. I'm keeping it to myself. And that would be karmic justice for those who wished you hurt, harm, and danger. I love that energy for you, Divinely Guided. That was your message. Thank you for all your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. And I shall see you on the next one.